Let me ask you a question. If you've ever felt a dull, grinding pain in your knees when you go upstairs, or noticed that your morning walks feel stiffer, slower, and harder than they used to, you're not imagining it. It's not just getting older. What's likely happening is that your knee cartilage is thinning, and it's happening silently year by year. Here's the counterintuitive truth. Cartilage can regenerate, yes. For decades, we believed that cartilage couldn't be repaired once it started wearing down, but recent advances in molecular biology, nutritional science, and inflammation research are rewriting that narrative. And what you drink, literally what's in your cup each day, might be one of the most powerful levers for stimulating cartilage repair, improving joint lubrication, and reducing pain. So today, I want to show you something surprising, science-backed, and practical. How specific compounds in drinks, like collagen peptides, hyaluronic acid, certain polyphenols, and even fermented anti-inflammatories can actively support cartilage rebuilding in your knees. Now, why does this matter beyond mobility? Because your knees aren't just hinges that carry you from point A to B. When knee cartilage degrades, it impacts your entire nervous system. Chronic joint pain feeds back into the brain's pain centers, increasing cortisol, disrupting sleep, and reducing motivation for physical activity. And when you stop moving, your muscle mass declines, your cardiovascular health suffers, and your confidence drops. It's a domino effect. But there's good news. Neuroplasticity, cellular repair, and behavioral change are always possible. And the body is remarkably responsive, especially when we combine the right nutrients, the right timing, and the right daily habits. So in this video, we're going to unpack the real reason your knees might be degrading and what's happening at the cellular level. The most research-supported drink ingredients that stimulate cartilage-building cells, called chondrocytes, how to structure your hydration routine to optimize absorption and reduce inflammation, and small daily shifts you can make starting today to turn your morning or evening drink into a healing protocol. You'll walk away with simple tools you can use, no hype, just grounded, evidence-based strategies that support your body's built-in ability to repair itself. Because when your knees are strong, your brain feels safer. You move better, you live more fully. So let's get into it. If you want to rebuild cartilage in your knees, you need to give your body the raw materials it uses to do that. And at the center of that process is collagen. Collagen isn't just for skin elasticity or hair health. It's the primary structural protein in your cartilage, which cushions your joints and allows smooth, pain-free movement. In fact, type 2 collagen makes up over 60% of the dry weight of articular cartilage in the knee. Here's where it gets interesting. Collagen turnover, your body's natural ability to break down and rebuild collagen, declines with age. By the time you're in your 50s or 60s, that balance tips. Degradation exceeds synthesis. And as a result, cartilage gets thinner, less elastic, and more prone to inflammation or even micro tears. But research now shows that supplementing with hydrolyzed collagen peptides, especially type 2, can help reverse this trend. Let's break it down. In a 2017 double-blind placebo-controlled trial published in Current Medical Research and Opinion, athletes who took 10 grams of collagen hydrolysate daily experienced significant improvements in joint pain during activity. That's not just pain masking. That's your body responding at a structural level. Here's what's happening. When you drink hydrolyzed collagen, your digestive system breaks it down into short chains of amino acids, including glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These fragments act like messengers, signaling your cartilage-producing cells, called chondrocytes, to ramp up repair and build new extracellular matrix. Think of it like handing bricks to a construction crew. Without the bricks, they can't do their job. But once the bricks arrive, especially if they come with instructions, the crew gets to work. But there's a catch. Not all collagen supplements are equal. What you want to look for are hydrolyzed collagen peptides that contain type 2 collagen, often sourced from chicken sternum cartilage or marine collagen. These are the most bioavailable forms and have been shown to specifically benefit joint tissue. Here's a protocol you can use. Dose: 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides per day. Form, powder or liquid, both are effective as long as they're hydrolyzed. Timing: ideally taken 30 to 60 minutes before movement, like a walk or light workout, for maximal stimulation of joint loading and collagen uptake. Support: pair with vitamin C, more on this in section 3, for enhanced synthesis. And here's something most people miss. Collagen is only half the story. The mechanical stress of movement, even gentle walking, is what activates the repair process. Without that, your body won't direct collagen to the knees. So it's not just about drinking collagen, it's about drinking collagen and moving. Now you might be thinking, how long until I notice a change? According to studies, 6 to 12 weeks is a typical window to start experiencing less stiffness, greater joint comfort, and even changes in MRI visible cartilage thickness. That's not overnight, but it is within reach. So if this insight is helping you reframe what's possible for your knees, consider subscribing, because we're just getting started and the tools we'll explore next can amplify these effects. Now, one last point. Many people give up too soon. They try collagen for a week, don't feel instant relief, and move on. But cartilage rebuilding is a slow biological process, like regrowing grass on a worn-down path. It takes consistency. What's happening in your brain when you commit to this kind of daily protocol is powerful. You're not just supporting physical repair, you're reinforcing the identity of someone who heals, who takes action, who doesn't passively accept decline. You're turning your drink into a signal to your cells, your brain, and your future that you're still building. If collagen provides the raw material to rebuild your cartilage, then vitamin C is the spark that tells your body to use it. This might surprise you. Even if you take the best hydrolyzed collagen in the world, your body can't effectively build new cartilage without enough vitamin C. Why? Because vitamin C is a critical cofactor for collagen synthesis. It's the molecule that enables your cells to convert amino acids into strong, flexible collagen fibers. In biochemical terms, vitamin C activates two key enzymes, prolyl hydroxylase and lysohydroxylase, that allow your body to cross-link and stabilize collagen. Without it, the structure remains weak, disorganized, and prone to breakdown. Let's bring that to life with an analogy. Imagine collagen as a rope bridge. The collagen peptides are the individual ropes. Vitamin C is the knots that tie everything together. Without those knots, the bridge sags, tears, or falls apart. Now, here's where timing becomes a powerful tool. In a groundbreaking study from Keith Barr's lab at UC Davis, researchers found that consuming vitamin C with collagen 30 to 60 minutes before exercise significantly enhanced collagen synthesis in connective tissue, including tendons, ligaments, and cartilage. The reason is that movement acts as a signal to direct collagen to the tissue under load. So if you drink a collagen plus vitamin C combo 30, 60 minutes before walking, squatting, or cycling, your body essentially says, collagen in the knees is being used, let's send a new collagen there. Here's a simple protocol to follow. Collagen, 10G hydrolyzed type 2 collagen peptides. Vitamin C, at least 50 to 100 milligrams from a squeeze of lemon, a kiwi, or a supplement. Timing, 30 to 60 minutes before movement, ideally in the morning or before your most active part of the day. Movement. Even lightweight bearing exercise like walking, gentle yoga, or body weight squats helps target collagen deposition where it's needed. You don't need a gym. You need timing and consistency. Now let's answer a common question. What if I already take vitamin C? Do I need to take it again with collagen? Yes, the key is timing. Taking vitamin C in isolation in the morning or collagen at night won't trigger the same synergistic repair. They need to work together in the same 1 hour window right before movement. And yes, you can get this from food. A morning smoothie with collagen peptides, a handful of berries, and a brisk walk is a powerful joint regeneration ritual, especially when practiced daily. Let's pause and bring this to your real life. Have you ever taken supplements and wondered why they weren't working? It may not be the what, but the when and the how. This is a recurring theme in neuroscience and physiology. Your biology is responsive to patterns, not just substances. Hormones, enzymes, tissue repair, all of them follow circadian rhythms, signaling cascades, and context-specific instructions. So when you align your behavior with your biology, when you deliver collagen and vitamin C at the right moment, your body responds with precision. This is where the science becomes a habit. A 60-second drink, a 15-minute walk, a daily vote for your mobility, strength, and independence. And if this insight is adding value, consider liking this video or subscribing, not just because it helps the channel, but because it tells the algorithm you want more science that empowers your health. One last thing, vitamin C doesn't just help with collagen, it's also a powerful antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress inside your joints, which means less inflammation, less stiffness, and better long-term resilience. So by mastering this simple timing protocol, you're not just stacking nutrients, you're stacking benefits. Next, we'll explore a compound that most people associate with skincare, but it plays a vital internal role in joint lubrication and cartilage hydration: hyaluronic acid. When people hear hyaluronic acid, they often think of skincare serums, but here's the truth. Hyaluronic acid isn't just for your skin, it's also a core molecule in your joints, especially in the cartilage and synovial fluid that cushions your knees. And here's the breakthrough insight. You can drink it, and it works. Hyaluronic acid is a naturally occurring glycoaminoglycan, a molecule that holds water like a sponge inside your knees. It acts like a biological lubricant, keeping your cartilage hydrated, smooth, and protected from the grinding forces of daily movement. As we age, our levels of hyaluronic acid decline significantly, leading to stiff, creaky joints that feel dry, brittle, and sore. Think of it like an engine running without oil. Friction increases, heat builds up, and parts begin to wear down. But research shows you can refill that oil. In a 2008 randomized controlled trial published in Scientific Reports, participants with knee osteoarthritis who drank oral hyaluronic acid daily for 8 weeks experienced reduced joint pain and improved mobility, especially when paired with light physical activity. And in a 2021 meta-analysis of hyaluronic acid supplements, researchers found that low molecular weight oral hydrol 50 to 150 kDa was the most bioavailable and effective at increasing synovial fluid viscosity, which directly improves joint shock absorption and range of motion. Here's the protocol. Dose 50 to 200 mils of low molecular weight hyaluronic acid. Timing: take with water or in a collagen-rich drink once daily. Consistency: benefits build over 4 to 8 weeks. Aim for 30 to 60 days minimum. Activity: pairing. Gentle joint movement after intake helps signal tissue repair. You can find hyaluronic acid in liquid concentrate form, often paired with vitamin C or biotin. Some advanced hydration formulas combine it with electrolytes and collagen, a triple action matrix for cartilage support. But here's what most people don't realize. Hydration isn't just about drinking water. It's about retaining water in the right tissues. Hyaluronic acid enables your cartilage to absorb and retain fluid, creating that plump, cushion-like structure that protects your joints. Well, let's put that into perspective. Imagine your knee joint like a sponge inside a sealed bag. If that sponge dries out, any pressure causes it to crack or compress. But if it's saturated with fluid, it flexes, rebounds, and absorbs shock. Exactly what healthy cartilage is designed to do. Have you ever noticed how your joints feel stiffer in the morning but loosen up as you move? That's your synovial fluid redistributing with motion, and hyaluronic acid plays a direct role in that process. Now, a quick but powerful tip: If you're already using collagen and vitamin C, adding hyaluronic acid creates a synergistic repair trio. You're feeding your body the materials, collagen, activating the builders, vitamin C, and flooding the space with hydration, HAA. Think of it as collagen scaffolding with moisture locking gel. And if you're gaining insights from this breakdown, hit the like button or drop a comment below, not just to support the channel, but to start a conversation. What have you tried for joint health and what's worked for you? We read every response. Remember, the key with hyaluronic acid is patience. Unlike NSAIDs or painkillers that mask symptoms in hours, HA works gradually, rebuilding the fluid dynamics of your joints from the inside out. Most people begin to notice improvement between weeks 2 and 4 with compounding benefits over time. In the next section, we'll explore polyphenol-rich joint drinks, especially those with EGCG from green tea and curcumin from turmeric, and how they activate anti-inflammatory genes that support long-term cartilage preservation. Here's a question. If your knees are inflamed, stiff, or constantly sore, is it really just aging, or is there an internal fire you've never been told how to cool? Science points to this. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a silent saboteur of cartilage health. Not only does it accelerate cartilage degradation, but it actively suppresses the cells responsible for repair, particularly chondrocytes, the specialized cells that maintain cartilage tissue. But what if you could drink a compound that tells your body, reduce inflammation, protect the joint, regrow the lining? You can. And it starts with two of the most powerful nutritional signaling molecules we know, EGCG from green tea and curcumin from turmeric. Let's begin with EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, the main polyphenol in green tea. EGCG is like an anti-inflammatory switch at the genetic level. It downregulates NF-κB, the transcription factor that tells your body to ramp up inflammation. Think of it as quieting a car alarm that's been stuck blaring for years. In a 2014 study published in Arthritis Research and Therapy, researchers found that EGCG not only reduced inflammation in joint tissues, but inhibited the enzymes that break down cartilage, like matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs. That's profound. It doesn't just soothe the pain, it slows the destruction. And turmeric, its bioactive compound curcumin, is equally remarkable. Curcumin works through multiple pathways, reducing pro-inflammatory cytokines like IL-6 and TNF-alpha, while boosting anti-inflammatory messengers like IL-10. It also activates NRF2, your body's own internal antioxidant defense system, which protects joint cells from oxidative damage. But here's the nuance. Both EGCG and curcumin are not easily absorbed in their raw form. To get their full effect, you need to consume them strategically. Here's a powerful protocol you can use. For EGCG, 2 to 3 cups of brewed green tea daily, ideally between meals, or 300 to 400 milligrams of curcumin EGCG extract supplement in the morning. Avoid taking it with iron-rich meals, which can reduce absorption. For curcumin, 500 to 1,000 milligrams of curcumin with black pepper extract, piperine, take with a meal containing healthy fats to improve bioavailability. Consider liposomal curcumin for highest absorption if you're using it therapeutically. Together, these two compounds act like a molecular symphony, not just reducing the pain and swelling associated with joint degeneration, but actively shifting your body back toward a healing and rebuilding state. Have you ever experienced days when your joints felt smoother, lighter, more responsive, and you couldn't quite put your finger on why? It might have been a drop in your internal inflammation. These nutrients help make that feeling consistent. To make it easy, here's a practical drink recipe. Brew 2 cups of organic green tea, add half TSP turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, a teaspoon of MCT oil or ghee, optional, a squeeze of lemon, and a dash of cinnamon for flavor. Sip it warm, mid-morning or early afternoon, 3 to 4 times a week. Over time, it becomes a signal to your body: restore, protect, rebuild. And if this insight sparked something in you, a new possibility for pain-free movement or proactive aging, consider subscribing to the channel. That small action tells the algorithm you value evidence-based guidance, and it helps this message reach more people who are looking for real, practical healing. In the final course section, we'll uncover one critical mistake most people make when drinking for joint health, and the powerful hydration protocol that can radically improve cartilage resilience. Here's something most people don't realize. Cartilage is up to 80% water. That means every time you move, walk, bend, or squat, the fluid inside your cartilage compresses and decompresses like a sponge. This internal water isn't just cushioning, it's transporting nutrients, clearing waste, and keeping the matrix pliable and resistant to stress. But here's the problem. As we age, we get worse at holding on to water where it matters most, inside our joints. Why? Because cartilage becomes less porous. The proteoglycans molecules that attract and retain water start to degrade. Collagen loses its structure, and more subtly, our cells become less sensitive to osmotic pressure, meaning they stop regulating hydration the way they used to. So even if you're drinking water, your knees might still feel dry, stiff, or creaky. That's where science gives us a critical upgrade, a way to hydrate smarter, not just more. Let's start with electrolytes. When water is consumed without minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, it passes through your system too quickly. But with the right balance of electrolytes, water can actually enter and stay inside your cells, including chondrocytes, the ones inside cartilage. In a 2015 study published in Physiology Reports, researchers demonstrated that sodium-potassium pump activity directly influences chondrocyte volume regulation, affecting their ability to handle mechanical stress. In simpler terms, the mineral content of your water determines how your joint cells respond to load. Here's a simple hydration protocol for joint longevity. 1. Morning joint primer upon waking. Drink 16 odds, about 500 mL of filtered water. Add a pinch of sea salt or a balanced electrolyte powder. Look for ones with no sugar and balanced sodium to potassium ratios. Add a squeeze of lemon for citrate, which helps buffer inflammation. 2. Midday mobility hydration. Before a walk or light stretching, sip another 12 to 16 O's water. Add collagen peptides, 5 to 10 G if you haven't already, that day. Optional, add a splash of tart cherry juice rich in anthocyanins, which reduce joint inflammation. 3. Pre-bed cellular repair 1 hour before bed. Drink a small glass of mineral water, not too much, so you don't disrupt sleep. Add a pinch of magnesium glycinate or sip a calming tea blend with magnesium and trace minerals. This helps reduce nocturnal cortisol, easing inflammation during your body's peak cartilage repair window, deep sleep. Now, here's the key mistake to avoid: drinking large amounts of plain water while fasting or after exercise without any minerals. This can dilute your blood sodium and lead to what's known as hyponatremia, where water flows out of your joint cells instead of in. The result? You feel puffy, sluggish, and paradoxically dehydrated. Have you ever felt thirsty after drinking water? That's a sign your electrolytes are out of sync. To rebuild cartilage, the goal is not just hydration, but cellular hydration. You want the water to get into your cells, stay there, and support the molecules that hold your cartilage together. A final insight: when you're fully hydrated, synovial fluid, the lubricant between your joints, becomes more viscous and effective. Movement feels smoother, recovery improves, and the signals your brain receives from your knees change from stiff and inflamed to stable and supported. So the next time you reach for a glass of water, ask yourself, is this water getting to the places that need it most? In the conclusion coming up, we'll tie all 6 insights together, and I'll share one simple challenge to help you put this science into action today. Let's take a moment to step back and connect the dots. We began this journey with a provocative idea that what you drink can directly influence how your knees feel, move, and even heal. Not just because hydration matters, but because specific nutrients, when delivered in liquid form, reach the tissues that pills often can't touch. Here's what the science and your body are telling us. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides, especially when combined with vitamin C, feed your cartilage with the raw materials it needs to rebuild, a mechanism proven in double-blind studies to enhance cartilage thickness and reduce joint pain. Hyaluronic acid in liquid form supports the slippery lubrication within your joints and improves chondrocyte signaling, especially when combined with antioxidants like vitamin E or polyphenols. Silicon-rich water strengthens the collagen matrix by acting as a molecular cross-linker, reinforcing the structural integrity of connective tissue, especially under load. Anti-inflammatory phytonutrients from tart cherry, turmeric, and ginger reduce the cytokines and enzymes that break down cartilage, protecting your knees during daily movement and stress. Vitamin D3 with K2, when taken in bioavailable liquid form, not only aids in calcium regulation, but also influences gene expression inside cartilage, modulating inflammation and cellular resilience. And finally, we uncovered how smart hydration, not just more water, but water paired with electrolytes, transforms the way your joints retain moisture, repair tissue, and respond to pressure. If there's one message I want to leave you with, it's this: cartilage isn't dead tissue. It's alive, responsive. It communicates with your brain, with your immune system, and with your environment. And every sip you take, if done wisely, can signal healing. So here's your challenge. For the next 14 days, start your morning with a cartilage supportive drink. It can be collagen with vitamin C, hyaluronic acid in your water, or a silicon-rich herbal tea. Pair it with intentional movement, even just 10 minutes of walking, and see how your knees respond. Pay attention to the subtle shifts, the ease of rising from a chair, the fluidity in your stride, the quiet confidence that comes from feeling strong again. Because this isn't just about knees, it's about reclaiming the freedom to move, to explore, and to age without shrinking your life. And if today's insights resonated with you, if you learned something that could change how you support your body, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's ready to heal from the inside out. We're building a community here, one grounded in science, empowered by action, and committed to thriving at every age. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.